Bonsoir, comment ça va? Toum, toum, toum. Bon, donc on va continuer ça. Tranquillement pas vite. Ah. Ça c'était fait, ça c'était fait. Ça ici, je suis correct. Ok, on peut-tu l'upgrader ça? Éventuellement peut-être. Bon. Let's go.
So what God's forsaken corner of the realm is Sid dragging you off to this time?
Oriflamme.
The Holy Capital. And what business would you lot have in... On second thoughts, I don't want to know.
Hein? J'ai besoin d'acheter de quoi moi là-dedans? Non. Non plus. Ça pourrait être pas pire. J'ai combien en cash? 20 000. Mais. Ah, ouais, broker. Ok. Bon. Ça sert à rien.
Speaking of Oriflamme, I hear the trading routes leading south have seen more than double the usual traffic. If you ask me, somewhat foul's brewing. And it ain't Tyre's borbile tea. Oh, just go and see Otto, will ya?
All right.
Ok. On va le voir Otto. On va le voir Otto.
I heard Otto barking at his lot earlier.
Clive, was it?
Take a seat, Clive. I'll fetch you a bowl of brown.
Hello.
So you're really going through with it?
Grenouille.
She's been talking
Hello
about
MC,
bringing down
comment
another
ça va?
pistol since I've known him. But that's all it's ever been. Talk.
He's convinced it's the right thing to do. We'll be leaving for the capital shortly.
Well, you couldn't have picked a
Grenouille
better
Extreme.
moment. Seems the hiding the royalists gave him wasn't enough to dampen old Sylvester's spirits. His legions are on the march again. This
Ouais,
time,
ça va bien, ça va
due
bien.
south.
Another war.
All as the great Grieger
Je me
wills
demandais
it.
si je streamais ou pas.
Bloodthirsty little miss, that one.
Commence à être tôt
That's
un peu.
good for you, innit?
Je me suis dit fuck off. On va le
Might
faire.
work to our advantage on this occasion. Wars breed chaos. On the front lines and at home. With a fair wind behind them, a handful of like-minded ne'er-do-wells could melt into the back alleys of Oriflamme. No trouble. It's making it to the capital that's the problem.
The checkpoint.
That's right. Anyone travelling in or out of Oriflamme has to go through Northreach. Lucky for you, I might just know of a way.
Pas trop pogné dans la neige à Montréal? Ou ça doit être juste
not that.
de la slush?
That gets you
J'imagine.
an audience with the Dame. And it's the Dame who'll see you safely through Northreach. I'll send the Stolas in the morning. Let her know you're coming. We go way back. And she's a true friend of the cause. I'm sure you'll get on like a house on fire.
That's
C'est
good
de l'eau,
of you,
ouais,
but
c'est ça. C'est comme site.
Who is this dame, and where will I find her?
Ça ressemble
She's
pas
the
mal à ça.
proud proprietress of Northreach's foremost house of ill repute. The
Ma cour
Vale,
est toute sur asphalte, là,
which is
fait que je suis
quite a
correct.
woman, if you know what I mean.
A woman. Right.
Ils ont été noyés, il va falloir que tu leur fasses le bouche à bouche.
Over your charm now, lad. I'll be expecting a full report when you get back.
Ok, ok. Oh, ici, les routes sont bien correctes. Il n'y a pas tant d'eau que ça dessus. C'est trempe, là, mais c'est pas. C'est pas le déluge.
I suppose that's everything. Now to find Gav.
Excuse me.
Oh, you're the new lad, aren't you? Goat at your service.
Ah, ouais.
Well, at the hideaway service.
Parce que ça a super été bien nettoyé, fait que c'est dégueulasse. Je comprends.
Sent in by our allies and picking out any problems that might warrant the attention of the curse breakers, or any other willing volunteers. And there's no shortage of problems, I can tell you. Or maybe I don't have to. I'll warrant a strapping lad like you's got people begging him for help wherever you go. Anyway, if you're ever interested in taking a look over the list, just say the word. Reckon you could probably tick off the odd thing here and there. They say little acts of kindness are their own reward. But if that ain't enough, these have
Ah, commence à avoir des monstres à aller tuer.
Me?
Ah.
The way I see it. So, what'd you say? Anything catch your eye?
Go to quest. Bon. Ok. Client Alain. Un monsieur blond qui a une mèche en dessous de son bandeau et les autres. Ah, c'est un champion, ça. Bon, on va aller voir c'est quoi cette affaire-là. Je suis curieux. Allô, Alain.
Ah, you're Sid's man, if I'm not mistaken. Couldn't trouble
Ça me
you for
surprend
some
qu'il y ait
assistance, could I?
un nom de même là-dedans.
That depends. What do you need?
Some new bearers from Oriflamme just arrived, and it cost Master Quinton a pretty penny to convince their owner to part with them. Man must have been a bloody tyrant. Can't get a peep out of them, try as I might.
They're probably terrified of you.
You're probably right. Dare say it'd take a bearer like yourself to open them up. So, will you have a word with them? Help them settle in?
J'ai un épée, il va parler, il va parler.
I can try.
That'll do me. Tell them they're safe, and that if they need anything, they just have to ask.
I'll let them know.
Appreciate it. They're sitting over there, taking a long overdue breather, looks like.
Ah, ils sont pas loin. Allô? Je m'attendais à une quête plus malade.
So you're the new arrivals. Is there anything I can get you? You're safe here. They don't punish people like us for speaking our minds.
Truly. I'm hungry. My sister too, we're starving.
Bon, on va aller chercher de la bouffe.
I'll fetch you something from the tavern.
Thank you.
I won't be long. You stay here and rest.
That'll be enough for today. You don't need you.
But how did the grocer know his daughter had been stealing off to the vineyard to sell?
Ah ouais, lui, il vend du
Sun's
stock.
setting fast. They'll all be
Ah,
back
plus
from
loin.
the vineyard soon. Can I have another cup, Daddy?
I'll have 2 plates of whatever you're serving.
Sorry. We've enough mouths of our own to feed without tending to the wants of outsiders.
it's not for me. It's for some new arrivals.
Oh, my apologies. I didn't see the mark. So you're a comrade. Well, in that case, you may have whatever you
Qu'est-ce que c'est?
require.
Ouvre-toi les yeux.
Take all the bread and wine you want.
Ah
That's
ouais.
really all it takes. One look at the innkeeper's mark.
Of course it is. I do as Master Quinton commands, as do we all. And Master Quinton commands that none of his favoured guests be left wanting. Well, don't keep our new comrades waiting. Take what you need and see that they eat their fill.
Bon, fait que on va se pogner ben du vin, puis ben
Bread and wine.
du pain.
Hopefully this'll be enough.
Puis on va faire le party. Ouais, il court plus vite.
Hotel, mate. Turnips for supper.
Brother, did you see?
Yeah. Bread and wine from the tavern.
Yay! Il aurait pu lui donner de l'eau, tu sais. Mais non, du vin. Ils ont-tu vraiment besoin de ça?
Truly.
Ça va taper, mais qui se lève. Il a bu ça vite, son vin.
Such plenty. Never in all my days.
Brother, this place is like a dream. We sat.
Hey,
and
Grondine,
no one
comment est-ce qu'il
shouted.
va?
We ate.
C'est correct de
and
lurker, y a pas de
more
problème.
was offered.
Surtout que c'est dégueulasse, le vin.
Can't believe it.
You're free now.
Ah, c'est pas si pire, c'est pas si
Next
pire.
time you're hungry, you need only ask
Dépend de la
to be
sorte, là.
fed.
Thank you for everything. Thank you.
Ouais, ça va pas pire. Ça stuff. Ça va bien. Un peu fatigué, mais ça va.
What happens to us?
Es-tu bien loin, lui? Il a l'air d'avoir quelqu'un à qui parler, là. Ah, il fait noir, je vois rien.
Master Quinton will never forgive me if I don't save that crop.
De toute façon, je spoilerai pas grand. Tu spoileras pas grand chose. Je suis dans les side quests comme c'est, là.
Wait, that's... Ah, glory to Griga. You were the hanged man. I took you for a rogue. If you're a friend of Master Quinton's, then perhaps you'll help me. His vineyard, Lostwing's pride and joy, has been beset by a plague of giant wasps.
Oh non!
And you need someone to solve your pest problem.
I do indeed. I've never seen them so far from the forest, nor so mean for
Pas
that
des
matter.
grosses
I
abeilles.
suppose the smell's got 'em worked up. And little wonder. This'll be the finest crop we've ever known if the fiends don't eat it first. I tried chasing them off myself, but they won't flee from the likes of me. And if I don't bring those grapes in for pressing soon, Master Quinton will have my guts for garters. You look like you can handle that blade of yours. Will you put it to use for a comrade in need? Please. Rid us of these wasps so I can be about my business.
All right. I'll see to it.
Oh, thank you. You'll find them over at Gotan's Bales on the edge of town. And hurry, Lostwing needs those grapes.
Ah ouais, faut sauver les... Faut sauver les raisins. Let's go. Ah, il y a de quoi ici. Ah ouais, je vais.
After it.
Hein? Pat le chien. On va faire plaisir à MC.
Now feel good, boy.
Ok. Bon, c'est assez. Ou Choupinou, le chien-chien. Choupinou. Ok. C'est par où? Ok, c'est par là.
Don't tell me. Turnings for supper.
Petite côte à monter. Un peu de cardio. Let's go. On va essayer de se rappeler des pitons à Star pour attaquer. Oh, un petit sprint. Let's go.
That must be the vineyard. A few wasps shouldn't give me too much trouble.
On va essayer de me rappeler piton. Oups. Ils sont pas bien tough, c'est pas pire. Bon, elle a décidé qu'elle gelait les raisins, c'est pas bon ça. Je vois même pas ce que je fais. Il y a du vin de glace, ouais. Au moins je pourrais tout faire brûler. Yeah, on les a tués. Hey, 128 piastres. Moi, il triche.
Looks like that was the last of them. I better let Quentin's man know.
On va aller ramasser les cochonneries en passant. 10 piastres. Yeah! On laisse traîner leur argent partout à terre, c'est drôle. Pourquoi qu'il peut pas courir dans la ville?
Don't tell me. Turnings for
Oups. Oh, je pense que j'ai raté une marche.
Those wasps won't be interfering with your harvest anymore.
Oh, thank you. Master Quentin would have had my head if I'd lost the crop. I'd say you've earned a reward.
Yeah!
Our Gotand Rouge fetches a handsome price among the rich and powerful of the realm. We use that money to keep our comrades fed and imperial wolves from our door. The vineyards were Master Quentin's idea. He wanted to give bearers a place to work, a place where they'd be safe.
Well, he certainly seems to have done that here. I'm glad I could help.
I'll see that he hears of your kindness. And once this vintage is ripe for drinking, there'll be a glass or two raised in your honor.
Ah, tu m'inviteras, puis je vais venir en boire moi et tout. Mais non, il est trop cheap pour faire ça. Bon, y a-tu d'autres choses ici? Je pense pas. Ça a pas l'air. Je sais pas, travel to Obélis, ça va être plus long à loader que de me rendre à pied.
But how did the grocer know his daughter had been stealing off to the vineyard to see the lad?
Bon, on va aller voir c'est quoi les autres quêtes. Faut croire que je savais plus comment me téléporter. En fait, c'est la première fois que je l'ai fait. Bon. On va aller parler à un autre site.
The tavern. It's done for.
Allô?
I've seen your face before. You're a friend of Martha's. Help us, I beg you.
Bon, qu'est-ce qui se
Help you with
passe?
what?
Bandits in the Golden Stables. They're waving their swords around. I think they're gonna kill someone.
Cool.
When I saw what was happening, I slipped out the back. I should have stayed, but oh, please help them.
Alright.
All right. I'll see to your problem.
Thank you.
How many were there?
Une bataille
I'm
de
set on the door,
bar.
too fast to count. They looked a nasty bunch, though. Be careful in there, all right?
Une bataille de bar, cool. On va briser des bouteilles. Comme dans Roadhouse.
Ha! Golden Stables, my ass. All Martha's hiding back here is coppers.
Allô?
Oh, that's a fine sword, friend. Heavy, though, I expect. What say we relieve you of it? Get him, lads. I want that blade.
Let's get this over with.
Stay down.
Je pense qu'il va crever.
That's enough.
Ils ont pas résisté ben. 28 piastres, crime. Ils sont pauvres. Colin. Je pensais me faire du cash.
I'll be keeping my blade, thank you.
Oh.
There he is, the hero of the Golden Stables.
People will think twice about pushing us around again, thanks to you.
Je
We're
me demande
lucky
comment
you
il fait pour
knew why.
rentrer son épée dans son
No good cowards wouldn't have dared set foot in the place if
dans
I'd
son
been here, of
étui.
course.
But you weren't.
Tu sais, il la descend pas,
I
il
thought
la
you
rentre
told
sur
me
le
you had
côté.
someone watching the place.
The Blood Axes keep an eye on the tavern, yeah. When they're not busy keeping the peace, that is. I've spread them as thin as they'll go. The Empire might be in charge, but that don't mean they care to keep us safe. If it weren't for the Blood Axes and me, merchants won't come near these lands for fear of what might happen to them.
I see. Then you do Rosaria a great service.
Just as you did today. You're a useful man to have around. Here.
And there'll be a mug of something tasty waiting for you whenever you next stop by.
Yay!
Right, we've got work to do for to make this place presentable. You best be going before I arm you with a mop.
La crème, oui, je vais me sauver. Pas envie de faire de la mop, moi, là.
There he is, the man of the hour.
Ah ouais, qu'est-ce que tu me dis?
You're the one who saw off the bandits, aren't you? Martha was singing your praises.
Alright.
Takes a brave man to march into danger out of the goodness of his heart. You have my respect.
A Rosarian salute.
Oh, what is it they say? Old habits die hard. I trust you won't be reporting me to the Viceroy. If we'd had a few more like you about, perhaps the Rosfields might still... Listen to me rambling on. Thank you again, and, take care of yourself.
Ben oui, on va faire ça. C'est d'autres choses, ça? Nope. Bon, ben, ça sent qu'on va aller continuer. Ah non, ça, attends un peu, il y avait un autre... Le gars, il y avait une autre affaire à donner, il me semble. Allô? Bye bye. Tu d'autres quêtes inutiles?
fancy giving us a hand? Quick look.
Ah, il y a fuck all.
Always something in there.
Ah ouais, lui, il parle de l'histoire. On s'en fout de l'histoire. Ah ben, on va aller continuer l'histoire principale, ça a l'air.
Well, someone's in a hurry.
Pas tant.
Following orders.
Funny, I never took you for the type.
Can't all be as obedient as you, Gav.
Eh?
Fine day for a little mischief, wouldn't you say?
Is this all of us?
Actually, Gav won't be coming.
Just the three of us, then?
Drake said is the keystone of the Empire. Oriflamme's in chaos, yes, but that doesn't mean we can march an army through her gates. The fewer our numbers, the better our chances of going unnoticed. And should that plan fail, well, we have our icons to fall back on.
Ouais.
I don't know if I can. Ifrit still seems to come and go as he pleases.
Ordinarily, priming an icon comes naturally to a dominance. But then, you are no ordinary dominance.
Well, he's still got the blessing of the Phoenix, doesn't he?
Not to mention what he sucked out of Garuda. And did I ever tell you about how he was once the greatest shield in Rosaria? You know, I reckon he could probably cut us a path out of the capital on his own if need be.
Let's try not to find out.
We're less likely to be spotted if we travel separately. I'll meet you in Northreach in a few days.
Dans une couple de jours, je dirais une couple de minutes.
You two behave now.
Ben là. On peut pas s'amuser un peu? Ok, je pensais que c'était un vaisseau ou quelque chose. Genre un airship, mais non. Ça manque ça, de l'exploration, tu sais, que tu peux te promener partout. Aller voir des places, ça serait le fun. Bon, par où faut que j'aille sortir de là? Ok, faut que j'aille à l'autre bout du monde. Ok, fait qu'à droite.
But how did the grocer know his daughter had been stealing up to...
What'll we do for supper?
Hey, un autre pat-pat. Ben, je peux pas le pat-pater, celui-là. Je peux rien que sauter. Y a-tu du poil rig, ça? Non, c'est des cubes rig. Ah, c'est même pas par ça. Fuck off. C'est où? Pas pris le bon chemin. Comment ça va, rétro ici? Passez une belle journée. Attends un peu, faut que je fasse de quoi. Faut que je fasse de quoi. Ok. Ah. Trop pauvre. Oups. Ben ici, il y a des ice, il y a des slots, tu peux faire plein d'affaires. Si tu fais point d'exclamation fun, tu vas avoir plein de choses à faire. 80 appels, damn! C'est beaucoup. Ah, ça a été une journée occupée pour moi et tout, là. Je suis en entraînement dans un nouveau secteur, fait que... Disons que ça tient occupé. Ça fait changement des journées à rien faire. On sait par où? À gauche. Un petit dragon. Il y a de quoi en arrière? Je vais aller chercher. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a en arrière? Bon, c'est pas par là, fait qu'on s'en fout. Je suis pas sûr de le voir me battre contre eux autres, mais... Excusez, ça a l'air que j'ai pas le choix. Je regardais même pas, come on! Bon. Gang de fatigués. Qui me coupe dans ma course. Bon, c'est par où, là? On va être à droite. Il va falloir que je prenne le pont. Huit d'expérience, j'irai pas loin avec ça. Une Black Widow. Ouais, ça me tente pas. Ouais, je veux mon cash. Bon. Ah, tout ça pour 2 piastres, come on. C'était même pas, ça valait même pas la peine.
I hear the royalists made a right old mess of the
Yo, je peux-tu passer?
Not before our men bloodied their noses.
Je veux passer, come on. C'est par où de bord? Ok, j'aurais pas le choix de prendre le... Faire ça de même. C'est bien con. Ok, puis là, la gate est open. Est-ce que tu... C'est vraiment stupide. Si je monte par là... Le chemin le plus rapide, c'est la ligne droite, en général. En général. Hey! Vous avez vu, hein, c'est lui qui m'a attaqué en premier.
that tower used to be taller.
Plein de chocobos. Quoi qu'il y a là? Tout plein d'antilopes encore. Ah ouais, c'était ça que j'avais fait des... J'avais vu plein de Garuda, me semble. Clearview. Ou peut-être pas, parce que c'est une nouvelle zone. On va l'explorer un peu de bord. Il va y avoir des affaires. Quoi ça ici? Des raptors. Ouch! Je savais pas que des raptors ça crachait du feu. Bon. Ah, pauvre antilope. Je cherchais des coffres, là, quelque chose. Moi, j'attaque tout le monde avant qu'ils puissent m'attaquer. C'est ça le truc. La meilleure défense, c'est l'attaque. Ok, je suis rendu carrément à une nouvelle place par rapport. Il doit y avoir un coffre à quelque part, ça. Ah ah! Oui, tout plein d'affaires. Bon, fait qu'on va retourner où est-ce qu'on était. C'était pas lui que je voulais attaquer. Chien, il a de l'air d'avoir de la misère, fait qu'on va l'attaquer. Qui veut de la viande de raptor? Il était placé dans une position suggestive. On n'abordera pas plus là-dessus. Petit dragon. On continue par là.
There. Northreach.
Poignée dans la roche. Et voilà. Bon, on arrive à la ville. Ah, il y a de quoi ici. Un autre 2 piastres qui traîne à terre.
The soldiers used to speak of a brothel, but that was north of the checkpoint. I hope the dame has friends in the south.
Fait qu'il faut trouver un bordel. C'est fun. Aïe, t'as des beaux tapis à vendre, toi. J'aurais besoin d'un pour mon entrée.
I simply can't decide. I'll just have to take them all.
With reds, whites, ales, meads, ciders, berries,
Fruit's not getting any
Ah,
fresher.
on a trouvé quelque chose. Toi, qu'est-ce que t'as à vendre?
Welcome.
Gaia Blade. Mais. Ça, c'est de la boîte. Ça, c'est de la boîte. « 50 000 $ pour une tonne.
No discounts.
Ben trop cher.
And a fine, fine day to you.
Ok, bye.
Begone! The gate's for citizens, not serfs.
Hey, tu veux te battre? Ça a l'air que non. Fait que faut que je trouve la petite madame. Ah, est Allô?
A moment, my lady.
A moment? I doubt you could afford even that much of my time.
Hey, j'ai 20 000 $ dans mon...
My mistake.
Devrais être capable.
No, mine. Upon reflection, you don't have the scent of a branded about you. The flowers. Otto always did know how to please me. More than Sid ever did anyway. Do you think you could please me, Clive?
Ah ouais?
You're the dame.
Let us leave such impersonal titles to my less preferred clientele. You can call me Isabel. Otto assured me I could trust you. I can trust you, can't I?
Ah oui, ben
You
oui,
can
ben oui.
trust me, yes, but why would you?
Help you? Because that's what we do. Long ago, Sid did me a kindness when no one else would. I have never forgotten that. Without it, I would not be where I am today. And so, I make it a point to do the same whenever possible. Which brings us here. To the final obstacle between you and whatever it is you seek in the holy capital. I fear the guards are not likely to let a masterless bearer pass unmolested. Unless...
Ben, tu me suives.
Unless, of course, his master deigned to appear. Yes, that will do nicely. But I shall expect a favor in return.
Wait, what?
Es-tu en train de flirter avec moi, elle, là?
Are you gonna buy something or not?
Allô encore?
What the hell are you doing?
Tut tut. We cannot have people thinking I tolerate disobedience from my branded.
The men who gave me this are no more my masters than you are. But it's not as if I can hide it.
From the moment you acquired it, that brand has done naught but take. But today, it is going to give you exactly what you want. Just play along.
OK.
Madame, back to the Vale already?
But of course, we must make ready to welcome you, my dear.
And who might this be?
Why, my new escort. The streets aren't safe for a girl, what with all the royalists about.
Well, don't work him too hard.
Ah, juste
Well,
assez,
that
juste
rather
assez.
depends on you now, doesn't it? I'll see you all at sunset.
Sunset, ouais. Soleil est déjà... Soleil est déjà en train de descendre pas mal.
Another fucking branded. Well, you're lucky you're with the dame. Get out of my sight, filth.
Ouais, ouais. Je peux sortir mon épée, puis tu vas crever, man. Arrête ça.
That wasn't so bad.
Wasn't so bad. They might have recognized me.
But they didn't. And even if they had, they wouldn't have done anything about it. The gentlemen of the garrison are some of my best customers. We have an arrangement, as do you and I. Now, if you'd care to follow me, we can speak more at the Vale.
D'accord, on va te suivre.
Doesn't seem like I have much of a choice.
Well then, I suppose you'll need a little something to remember me by.
And I suppose I'll need to get my coin purse.
Fait que tu vas être pauvre.
And if anyone requests her company, tell them she is feeling unwell.
Madame, you look stunning.
As do you, my dear.
Shall I have one of the girls draw a bath?
That won't be necessary.
Ah ouais, viens, t'es.
Clive, my darling. Welcome to the Vale.
Là, si on travaille pour un bordel, là, on est-tu rendu dans Grand Theft Auto?
Thank you for seeing me through the gates, my lady. I am in your debt.
Well, that was the whole point, wasn't it? And I told you, it's Isabel. Whatever wound you so tight, I wonder. It's certainly not Sid's influence.
You, mentioned a favor. What is it you'd have me do? I don't want to keep my companions waiting.
If you mean Sid and the girl, you needn't worry. They have yet to reach the checkpoint. Yes, Otto asked me to help them as well. But to answer your question, I need you to find someone for me. One of my girls.
Bon.
Tatienne has been gone for several days now, having left no word of explanation. And I've begun to fear the worst.
I feel as if I've spent my whole life searching for people. Though I can't say I'm any good at it.
I trust you'll do your best.
Ben oui, ben oui.
And take this.
OK. On a un seal.
Proof of that trust. And hopefully enough to keep prying eyes from looking too closely at that handsome face of yours. Now, I have matters to attend to at the Iron Flagon. If you find anything, ask for me there.
On va prioriser la quête. On va aller la trouver, la fille. Ah ben, salut. Pars-tu à elle ou on va faire les autres quêtes? Ouais, tout a de l'air shady.
You there? The gentleman with the sword?
C'est Étienne.
I cannot help but notice you bear the moon and stars. So you are an associate of the dame's? Might I trouble you for some assistance? You'll be rewarded, of course.
Ouais.
I know exactly what I'd be assisting.
Oh, forgive me. I am Etienne, a humble merchant, though fortunate enough to count the dame among my acquaintances. I have business beyond these walls, but the guards have grown somewhat suspicious of my comings and goings of late. I was hoping someone might be kind enough to go in my stead. And who better than someone in the employ of the Vale's proprietress? Would you be willing to help a fellow in his hour of need?
Pas un autre qui a besoin d'aide. Ils ont tous besoin d'aide. Pourquoi pas?
Why not? Marvelous.
J'ai du temps à tuer, de toute façon.
The task is simple enough. Pass through the gate and deliver packages to a few of my most valued clients. There are 3 in total. A grocer, an apothecary, and a distiller. You need only mention that the items you carry are fresh from the master's table.
Nothing dangerous, I hope.
L'anthrax.
Why, of course not. Merely trifles which folk beyond the checkpoint are keen to get their hands on. And though I cannot prevent you from peeking, I advise that you don't. Strongly advise.
Uh-huh. Ok. On va aller faire ça. Ah, c'est pas bien loin, c'est pas pire.
I haven't seen you around the Vale of late. Oh, don't tell me you've grown tired of us.
That's the day done then.
How about the Vale?
Hey, salut! On va lui en premier.
No one's allowed through the gate until all
Do,
packages
do, do, do.
are
These are all from
inspected.
Dalmekia.
There's nothing here for your kind, Branded. Go on now. Shoot.
Ouais, tu le veux-tu ton
I
affaire?
have a
Moi, je pars
delivery from
avec.
Etienne. Fresh from the master's table.
Heavy purse. Ooh.
Why didn't you say so?
Ben, je viens de le dire. Papa.
Times are hard. But this here'll make them less so. For a while, at least. Sorry about the welcome. Meant nothing by it. You wait right here. Here. You can tell Etienne I'm a man of my word.
Perfume.
Oriflamme's finest. Just as promised.
Yeah, du parfum. Qu'est-ce qu'on fait avec ça? Next.
I have no business with Branded.
Ah, man.
Business with you. A package. Fresh from the master's table.
Sont bien.
Where is the merchant, Etienne?
Somewhere the gate guards
Sont
won't
bien
be
sales.
paying him or his affairs any mind.
Fine. Hand over the goods and be gone.
Sont vraiment pas gentils.
This is lighter than usual. Branded, if I discover you have played me false,
I can always take it back.
you will do no such thing. Your master should cut out your insolent tongue. If you've been the tool of any other man, I would see you clapped in chains. Payment. Take it and get out of my sight.
Un petit coup d'épée, là, vers la gorge. Ça te tente pas?
Those cigars are worth more than your life. Do be careful.
Well, fuck you
It
too.
smells so delightful.
I warn you now, I don't sell to your kind, whether you have the coin or not. Where's your master anyway?
Etienne sent me.
Didn't know he had his own bearer. Business must be booming. All right, quickly now, before the guards notice.
Au moins, être un peu plus gentil. Un peu. Pas des tonnes.
That is no burden off my back. And this is for Etienne.
All this for a drink.
Not just any drink. the very best, specially distilled for my most discerning customers. The guards find that, they'll seize it before you can blink. You keep it well hidden, all right? Etienne likes it. Tell him there's more where that came from. For a price, of course.
Of course.
D'accord.
Perfume, cigars, and spirits. Someone has expensive tastes.
Bon,
The
ben,
question is, how can they afford to maintain them? I suppose there's only one way to find out.
on va retourner voir Étienne. Il va être content de ma job.
Well then, I suppose you'll need a little something to remember me by.
Ah, you have returned. I believe these are yours.
Delightful. The dame will be pleased.
You don't say. And would she be pleased to learn what you had to exchange for those items?
You mean the crystals? No need to be coy, my boy.
Why not just tell me in the first place?
An honest man wears deception like shackles about his ankles. I couldn't risk you stumbling under the gaze of the guards. After all, we both know the punishment for dealing in unsanctioned crystals, even such morsels as I provide. And if you don't know what this day's work may have cost you, then, well, I dare say you'll sleep all the better for it. Despite the risk, our friends beyond the wall gladly give their finest and most treasured wares for the paltry crumbs I trade in.
I didn't realize crystals were so scarce here.
As scarce as chocobo teeth, hence the thriving market for even the scantest fragments. Do you think it vulgar that I profit from the hardship of others?
I think you're doing what you believe is necessary.
Yeah, indeed. And I don't doubt the dame would agree. A reward for a job well done. I have the goods I was commissioned to gather, and the guards are none the wiser. I thank you, as will our mutual friend when she hears of how you have aided me.
Yay! Bon, notre petite quête de compléter. 18 d'expérience. Wow. Bon, next. C'est quoi ça? Hey, a bard.
Greetings.
Un petit tune.
You are one of the dames chosen, I see. Me. I am but a nameless weaver of song.
Ok, de la marde d'Edward. Bye. Oh, on va aller voir un garde. Ça va être drôle, ça.
Sergeant's got it in for us two. As if either of us needs to brush up on our swordcraft. Where's your commanding officer branded? Don't you know the training grounds are for real soldiers?
Hey, you lost or something? Sorry, but the Imperial Guard's got no use for your kind. The infantry always needs more bodies, though.
I'm just passing through.
But I don't bloody believe it. The bastard's wearing the moon and stars.
That'll be why he's strutting about like he owns the place.
Bon.
They laughed when we offered her our protection. You reckon this prick's really worth a couple of the Emperor's finest?
Va falloir j'ai tabasse, je
I dare
pense.
say there's ways of finding out. How
Un petit
about
peu de
it,
beef.
Branded? Care to show us how you earned that brooch?
I'd
Ah ouais.
not.
Oh, no doubt. Only chivalrous souls that we are. Robin and I need to know the dame's being properly looked after.
Fine. Let's go.
Fine. If it'll put your mind at ease.
Oh, and just so you know, I won't be holding back. I suggest you don't either. Take a moment to get ready if you need it. Wouldn't want you whining about an unfair fight.
Non, je suis prête. Let's go.
Now, Let's get the measure of you, shall we?
Sors ton épée. Let's go.
If that's what you want.
Cocky bastard. All right, let's be having you.
Une petite bataille à la Mortal Kombat.
Oh, and when you go crying to your mistress, tell her it was Leon who gave you the pounding.
Uh-huh.
Use all the dirty tricks you want, Brandon.
It's over. That's it.
All right. So you know one end of a blade from the other.
Tu sais, si tu veux te battre, là, faudrait que tu te lèves debout, hein, ça aiderait. Une bataille, ça se fait debout, pas couché à terre.
Fuck me.
What the hell are you playing at, Leon? Ah, so it's a real challenge he wants, is it? Fine.
En tout cas, c'est pas le général Léo de Final Fantasy VI.
Win the Dane's favour anyway.
By knowing when to hold my tongue for a start.
Stay down.
It's over.
Got potential. I'll give you that. Stay down.
Ben, voyons donc. Ça suppose être dur, ça. T'es bien assise dans ton lit, pas envie de te mettre debout. Ben là. Si tu veux te battre, faut que tu te mettes debout. Tu peux pas rester couché.
Can I go now?
Grieger's gas. The bastard didn't even break a sweat.
Pas partout.
The dame's man or no, he's still a branded. Best hope the sergeant never hears about this.
Yeah, not after the bullocking he gave us for missing drills. Might be the old sod had a point.
I'll leave you to it.
Yeah, good bloody riddance. At least we know the dame's in safe hands, I suppose.
Do us a favour. If you have to tell the dame about this, tell her we got a good few hits in, eh?
Non. Vous m'avez même pas touché. Try me. Ouais. Au no reset, on va faire ça. On va pratiquer à GoldenEye.
The Emperor's finest, thrashed by a branded. The sergeant may be a silly bastard, but he had our
T'as oublié de mettre du cash.
Extra drills it is then.
Whoops. Ah, Véro. Bon, next.
Heard the bones fell favourably. To the Vale, then.
I don't know how a bearer came by the moon and stars, but thank goodness I found you. Can I trust you to be discreet?
About what?
About this. About what I wish to ask of you. About the fact that I, a humble creature, assist the Dame of the Vale in her endeavors. As unlikely as it may seem, there are those within the upper echelons of Sambraquois society who find the Empire's treatment of bearers to be barbaric.
All right. But what do you want from me?
This town is carried upon the backs of its bearers, and yet many would see their servants starve. Not for the want of coin, simple fare cost little more than a pittance. But to revel in the suffering of others, a simple act of cruelty.
Okay.
Contemptible though it is, my countrymen would sooner cut off their noses to spite their faces than see their bearers fed. And despite my best attempts at secrecy, my efforts to dole out comestibles have been noticed.
Bon, faut aller donner de la bouffe à du monde.
The brand upon your cheek affords you a certain freedom. A freedom I could sorely use.
Fine. What do you need me to do?
Oh, thank you. An extra meal may not seem like much, but it will make all the difference. Here, deliver these, but keep them hidden. Quickly now.
D'accord. On va aller donner de la bouffe.
What I can provide goes where the need is greatest. And today, that happens to be the barracks.
Yeah.
3 bearers, overworked and underfed, not permitted a moment's rest.
Bon, ben là, ils auront pas le temps de manger.
True, but do not let anger make you careless. People will view this act of mercy as an undermining of the Empire's authority. Be discreet for both our sakes, and for the sake of those we feed. Oh, and when you're finished, a word in the ear of one of the dame's girls would be appreciated.
You won't be staying then?
I'm afraid not. I'm expected back in the capital, and have already risked much speaking with you this long.
Un ami des gens.
This curse is bad enough. We can't let people starve as well.
Ah, il saute pas haut, hein?
Are you waiting for it to heal on its own? Hurry up!
Ben là.
Looks like now's not the time.
On reviendra plus tard. Un autre site. Ok, il utilise la magie pour faire sécher les draps plus vite. Wow.
You look like you need a rest.
Not half as much as I need this. Thank you. I don't eat it here, though. Not where anyone might see.
Has it always been this bad?
Oh, it was worse before the Chamberlain. I'd be dead without him. Me and many others.
C'est bien triste, ils ont pas de bouffe.
That's something at least.
Bon, next. Lui, as-tu fini? Pas encore. J'imagine que ça va être le dernier. Il est où l'autre? Ah, c'est un petit blacksmith.
I have something for you.
From the Chamberlain. Thank you. You need to leave. Now. Please.
Branded! Who told you to rest? Stoke those damn flames! And you! If you've got a message for me, out with it. If not, return to your post.
Tu as un coup d'épée? J'aurais donné un coup d'épée volontiers. Bon, ben, il reste rien que lui.
Enough! Curse you! Get away from me!
Pas capable de les healer, c'est pas pire.
You'll work faster next time if you know what's good for you!
Here. It looks like you need it.
Patom, patom, patom.
The Chamberlain must have sent you. But alas, my work is far from over. If I don't go now, they'll beat me. You need to rest. But I won't. I've wounds to heal and bones to mend. And what of your own hurts? They'll wait. As will my hunger. Thank you, though.
Ouais, mais si tu manges, tu vas être meilleur, ça va aller mieux, tu vas être plus performant.
And
drover has more regard for his cattle than the Empire does its bearers. Anyway,
Wow.
I'd better head to the Vale.
C'est une belle ville de pauvres, ça. Yo! Le petit caneton pas nisson. Je me rappelle plus c'est quoi le reste.
Not my own.
Patom, patom,
The Chamberlain put me to work delivering food.
Ah, so he found someone to help him then. Just as well. I hear his friends back at court have been taking a little too much interest in him of late.
So he really is a Chamberlain.
There was a time when he was the Vale's most illustrious customer. Us girls thought of him as a generous uncle. He was one of the only people round here who seemed bothered by the way the Empire treats its bearers.
Rare for one in his position.
A fact not wasted on the dame. A little nudge from her is all it took, and he became the patron saint of Northreach's starving masses. My sisters and I may have lost an uncle, but bearers are being fed for a change, so we don't grumble. Much.
Glad to hear it.
Gives faith, though, doesn't it? To know there are people out there like him. And you, for that matter. It's no wonder the dame's got a soft spot for you.
I better be going.
Ouais, donne-moi ton cash. 1000 piastres. On est riche. Quoi d'autre à dire?
We always look forward to your visits, Clive. The dame especially.
Bon, fait que... Qu'est-ce qu'elle a à dire, elle? Avec son balai.
Wear the dame's brooch. She must trust you.
Enough to have me look for one of your colleagues. A woman by the name of Tatienne.
She's still missing then.
Tatienne.
If only I'd comforted her.
Pourquoi Tatienne?
Before she disappeared.
Ce serait mieux Mamienne.
She was in tears. She'd lost her comb, a gift from the dame. It wasn't anything fancy, but you could tell it meant the world to her. You see, Tatienne was an orphan, and she looked upon the dame as a mother, as do we all.
So she was upset.
And I didn't lend her my shoulder. But perhaps someone else did. Tatienne shared a room.
Pas gentil avec ses
My chambermaid may have seen something.
Ouais.
She's over there, sitting by the pond.
Thank you. Let's see what her chambermaid can tell us then.
Ah ouais, elle a un balai, hein? Ouais. C'est peut-être une sorcière.
I haven't seen you around the Vale of late. Oh, don't tell me you've grown
C'est un gros détour pour absolument rien.
So you're the new escort the girls have been talking about.
Hello?
And you've already been sent off on an errand, eh? Poor boy. You'll be knackered before the real work begins later on tonight.
I'm told you share a bedchamber with Tatienne. Did she say anything to you before?
Before she went missing. Only that she needed to meet with someone. She did mention a name.
Ouais, c'est dans... C'est dangereux des balais.
Lad from the garrison. Annoying little shit. Spent every gil he earned on Tatienne, and picked fights with anyone else who tried to buy her time. Followed her around like a lost puppy. Tatienne was flattered at first, but it didn't take long for her to get scared. She thought about saying something.
En plus, tu peux voler sur un balai.
Proud of her for how much she was bringing in, and she didn't want to let her down.
This man from the garrison. Did you ever see him?
Of course I did. He tried to sneak into our room enough times. Slimy sod's got a scar over one eye. Claims he got it in battle.
You've been very helpful.
Don't let him get away with this. Find him, and you'll find her.
A man from the garrison. Seems to think the barracks is in order.
Qui est genre le nom d'une planète, là. Ouais. va faire attention.
Heard the bones fell favorably. To the veil, then.
Y'a-tu une cicatrice?
What do you think? Nothing like a quick tumble on another man's
Pas l'air d'avoir tant de cicatrices dans la face. Que ce soit l'autre. Non plus.
I'm looking for a man with a scar over his eye.
Looking for a man? Does this look like a brothel branded? Fuck off.
Ah, fuck you.
Hold your tongue. He wears the dame's brooch. One word from him and the Vale's doors will be barred to us for good.
There's only one man in the garrison with a dodgy eye. His name's Yannick. I haven't seen him around lately, though.
On account of him being in Moor. Yeah, Yannick left a few days back. Said he had dealings with a merchant there.
The dame thanks you. Moor is the last village on the road to Oriflamme. I should let Isabel know where I'm headed.
Bon, ben, on va aller voir la dame. Ah, Edward, je veux pas t'entendre. Bye. Hello.
Clive, tell me you bear good tidings.
That remains to be seen.
Oh, Tatienne, you could have told me.
This Yannick. The soldiers I spoke to believe he's in the village of Moor. According to them, he claimed to have some business with a merchant there. Though that wouldn't explain his continued absence.
And you plan on traveling to Moor to ascertain the truth?
Banking.
Isn't that what you want?
Oh, it is, but I fear sending you there may cause more harm than good. The people of Moor are rather set in their ways. You'll find they have little love for bearers, and they will not hesitate to report one such as you to the constabulary.
Ça sera pas plus pire que ça.
There is a man in Moor who owes me a favor. More than one, in fact. His name is Bertrand, and he works at the stables. Tell him I sent you.
I shall return as soon as I find something.
Okay.
Bertrand was a loyal patron of the Vale, until his appetite exceeded his means. Now he is loyal to me.
Ah, ok. Ceci explique cela. Bon, ben, on va piquer une course au travers des champs.
Oriflamme, how many bearers suffer to keep your granaries full?
Hey, des chocobos. Faut que j'aille voir ça. Ah, c'est un bluebird. Je veux du poulet. Du poulet multicolore, c'est cool. Ah, ça a l'air que je me pogne contre des loups aussi. Aïe le loup là, bye. Du poulet, du poulet, du poulet. Tout plein de poulet. Je suis en train de crever. Ah, il y a de quoi là. On va laisser faire les poulets là. On a tué 3 là, c'est pas pire.
Go on, back to the pens with you. I need you fit for the morrow's harvest.
Aïe, tu veux-tu une claque d'en face? Tu me regardes un peu d'un air bizarre. Bye! Ah, il y a des quêtes, ça aussi. Ah, ben, verra. Ok. Qu'est-ce que ça me dit?
You're late. What kept you?
Une quête.
Did they tell you nothing? A wild beast is savaging my boy. Well, don't just stand there gawping. Rescue him.
Ok. T'es mieux de payer, pas pire.
My, I see they've sent me a branded with a spine for a change. He's over that way, towards the coast. Go, and see that you kill the beast.
Ouais, ouais. S'il me donne rien, on va laisser. S'il me donne rien, là, ça ira pas bien.
I need to be careful.
The wolf! It's going to eat me!
Not if I can help it. Stay back. I'll deal with this.
It's over.
Tiens, ton loup. Bon, je me suis fait 16 piastres. C'est déjà ça. 16. Ouais, son épée, elle passe au travers de son... un carquois, ça.
You weren't supposed to kill Wolfie. You were supposed to die. Father
Ah.
will have you whipped for this. Bearers aren't supposed to win. They never win.
Hey, petit bum, là.
Your father said you were being attacked.
You're not supposed to talk. Stop looking at me like that. We were only having fun.
Having fun?
Je vais le pogner par le fond de culotte, puis je vais le pitcher dans
Father
l'eau.
will hear of this.
Petit bum.
The wolf's work, no doubt. But it's not the wolf that's to blame. Someone needs to put an end to this.
Fallait jamais.
Before it happens again.
Moi, il a envoyé mon chien, tu vas voir. Ah, le petit bum, là. Attends, ici.
You, Brandon, come here this instant.
Hey, tu veux te battre?
How dare you frighten my son? You slaughter his poor pet and then have the gall to return, head held high.
Ah ouais.
That wolf was trained. Better trained by far than your worthless kind. You are the entertainment, nothing more. And we are most certainly not entertained.
Nor am I. You'll pay for what you've done.
See? I told you. He talks too much. It's not right. I don't like him, Father.
Ben là.
You're not the branded I bought, are you? How dare you deceive me?
Ben ouais, mais là, ça doit pas appeler n'importe qui.
The sins of the master. Go! Summon the unlucky wretch you answer to.
Qu'est-ce que je choisis? Tant qu'il fait pas mal au chien. Ben non, chien. Le chien va le bouffer avant qu'il fasse quoi que ce soit. Ça me tente pas de saluer le nom de la dame. Puis il a besoin d'une leçon. Moi, j'irai pour ça. Go pour ça. C'est moins wrench. Let's go.
That unlucky wretch would be me. I'm my own master. I'm beholden to no one. And I take orders from no one.
Lies! Do you think I cannot see that brand on your face?
Shut your mouth and listen. Those bearers you killed, they were people. They felt fear and pain, just as you do. And
on va le remettre à sa place.
in their suffering, you would do well to remember we are not your playthings.
Father, he's scaring me.
How dare you threaten us? How dare you?
Can't we just buy another hound? A bigger one, a better one.
Of course, my son. I'll have the villagers fetch us another. With jaws powerful enough to nip this Branded's head clean off his shoulders.
Uh-huh.
I'm wasting my time.
No.
I can't just leave those bearers lying out there. They deserve a proper burial. That much I can do at least.
Bon, on va aller creuser des trous, ça a l'air.
How many bearers have lost their lives to this nobleman's sport?
Il a besoin d'un coup de pied dans le cul.
More victims of the nobles' games. You must be Clive.
How do you know my name?
The Dame. I'm in her service, like yourself. Never gets any easier, burying the dead.
Is that what you're here to do?
The mistress has me see to it that none are left to the crows. Since you're here, can you give me a hand?
Gladly.
Ouais, on peut bien.
Let's put them to rest.
Moi, je veux voir le gros chien qui va amener. Une belle vue, ça.
May their burden finally be lifted. I take it you slew the nobleman's pet?
I did. Now I expect they'll find another soon enough. And when it gets here, more bearers will die. How can they think so little of sending us to the slaughter?
Simple. Because you are not them. Bearers are tools when they're needed, and toys when they're not. And if one breaks, well, you can always buy another. Still, such attitudes don't always go unpunished.
Oh. Bravo, champion.
Is this your doing?
Of course not. Wolves kill. It's in their nature. Invite one into your home, it's gonna tear your throat out eventually. Same with bearers. Fed or not, they don't lack for fangs. What will folk do when they bite back, I wonder? The realm's less two murderous bastards, and I won't mourn the loss. Here. For their help.
On va aller voir s'ils sont encore là.
Take it. You never know. Our paths may cross again. Till then.
OK. On va retourner voir s'ils sont là. Sont-ils encore là? Ah, ils ont disparu. Une trace de sang. Oh, 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 oh. Ah, ben, il va arrêter de faire chier tout le monde. Come on.
Had another brandy drop in the field yesterday.
Allô? Qu'est-ce que t'as à dire, toi?
Have you seen my Chloe?
Puis c'est quoi ta Chloé?
Out of her pen while I did my chores, but she hasn't come back yet. I think she's lost. Please, can you help me look for her?
Ah, peut bien aider.
I can't promise I'll find her, but I'll try. Describe her to me.
Ça va être quoi? Un chocobo?
White hair. She lets me stroke her when I'm sad.
Ah, peut-être pas.
Ever such a good girl. So quiet and kind. And she likes walking in the wheat. I know the fields are big, but she's never got lost before. Oh, she must be starving too. She hasn't eaten anything since yesterday. It is my job to feed her.
Festin vampire.
Let's not keep her
Ouais.
waiting.
Bon, ben, on va aller trouver la petite fille.
With a little luck, someone might have seen her.
Yo, t'as-tu vu une Chloé, toi?
You work these fields? I need to ask you something.
A branded.
Qu'est-ce que c'est ça?
And an outsider at that, judging by the lack of manners. Why should I help you, eh? You tell me that.
Because a girl from the village asked me to find her pet, Chloe. Have you seen her?
Chloe, is it? Oh, little Lisette's plaything. Last I saw, the filthy creature was sniffing about the windmill. That girl's old enough to know she should tie her pet up when she's finished playing with it.
Bon, bon, bon.
The windmill.
Ok, on va aller là.
I won't have idle branded underfoot.
Ah, ils sont gentils, hein? Ils mériteraient tout un beau coup de pied dans le cul.
Chloe?
Pat le chien.
More brown than white. You're not Chloe, are you, girl? Is that someone napping on the job? I hope they don't mind the interruption.
Ou c'est la fille qui est morte. Je pense qu'elle est morte.
The crystal's curse.
Chloe, I was calling you. Didn't you hear me?
Plein de pat-pat. Ouais.
Get up now. You've slept long enough. It's time to go home. Chloe? Why did you already turn into a rock? I only made you do a bit of magic. You knew you were my favorite. None of the other Chloes had pretty hair. It could be months before Dad gives me another one. I have to wait until they're too tired to work anymore.
Is that all she was to you? A plaything? Do you really not care that she's dead?
She's not dead. She's a rock.
That?
Wow.
The crystal's curse? That's just how she died. And now she's gone forever. Giving another bearer her name won't change that.
No, don't say that.
It's true. And without that brand, she would have been just another girl. Somebody's daughter.
Ah ouais. Mais dis du plomb dans la tête un peu.
Dad said bearers don't have parents.
They do. Parents that give them away. Families they'll never see again. But you became Chloe's family when you took her in. Remember that. And remember her.
On va se mettre à pleurer puis on va partir à courir. En tout cas, la partie de pleurer, je l'avais. Bon, faut que je boive de l'eau. J'ai pas d'eau.
I'm so sorry.
Ok, bye. On va en profiter faire un save d'abord. Oups. Ah, pas en map. Je vais revenir parce qu'il y a quelqu'un qui veut que je boive de l'eau. C'est une bonne affaire, remarque. Ah, un brownie. Je reviens, ce sera pas long. Bonsoir, Brownie. Comment est-ce qu'il va? Eh. Un petit peu plus de FF16 à soir. Ah, laisse faire les monstres. Hop, hop, hop. Il reste-tu d'autres quêtes à faire? Non. Oui, non, non, non. Ok. Ah, ça va bien, ça va bien. T'es pas sûr de streamer, mais finalement. T'es pas sûr de streamer, c'est ça? J'étais fatigué, mais finalement. Why not?
Oi, don't touch anything.
Ah, touche à rien. C'est sûr, je toucherai à rien, il n'y a rien de bon. 40 000 $ une toune. Maudit qu'ils sont crosseurs. J'aurais pas de la cochonnerie à vendre. Using crafting, crafting, crafting.
Not enough for you. Pity that.
Chris, j'en ai 14. Hey, je vais être riche. J'ai jamais fait de ménage là-dedans. Crafting, guild.
You're lucky to get that much. Good riddance.
Okay, bye. 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 Quest destination nearby.
Not expecting any new branded until the new moon. You don't think he's a deserter, do you?
Mm-hmm. So, les stable. Ah, un coffre. Pas de patte les chiens. Pas de patte la hache en fait, là, mais bon. Ah, il va falloir que je me batte, hein. Je vais pas me battre, mais on va se battre. Je voulais juste ramasser l'affaire qu'il y avait à côté. Mais quoi? Pas de patte toutes. Ben, c'est pas des chiens, c'est des loups. C'est pas pareil. Il voulait pas me laisser ramasser mon affaire tranquille. Ah, il est ça. Ah, Bertrand, comment est-ce qu'il vaut? C'est pareil. Ouais, ouais.
The dame sent me.
Sounds about right. Only time I hear from her is when she wants something. Well, go on then. What is it?
One of her courtesans has gone missing. and I need to find her.
Oh non.
A soldier who may have information on her whereabouts is rumored to have come here to meet with a trader.
Many traders stop to peddle their wares.
Comme les chats, les tigres, les panthères, tous des mini-minouais.
Only one's been seen quarreling with a soldier.
Ouais.
Is he still here?
The trader? Oh, yeah. Stubborn sod stood his ground till the soldier got tired of shouting, from what I hear. If you seek him out, keep your head down. Fact is, folks round here would sooner hang a branded than help him. And that's even with the dame's brooch for protection.
Understood.
Faudrait que je mette un redeem pour allumer Boo. Yo.
What's this? A branded? Where's your master? Must I call for the constable?
I come to you from Northreach.
Tu veux-tu une claque?
At the behest of the dame. Perhaps you've heard of her.
Why, of course I have. I am the good lady's servant. What is it that she requires of me?
Non, mais je parlerai pas à toi, une claque, là, je parlais au marchand.
A soldier with a scar over his eye.
Yes, that's right.
He had a comb which he claimed was an antique. Said he wanted to trade it for a newer one. But although it
Ouais,
was
je sais.
antique, it
Je le sais bien.
certainly was
Je suis pas clair.
not, as I told him. Nevertheless, he insisted that it was of great value and was quite vehement about my appraisal. I stood firm, however, and for all his bluster, he still purchased a new comb, albeit an inexpensive one.
And do you know where he went after that?
My customers aren't usually in the habit of telling me whither they are bound, but as it happens, this one did. Yonder ruins, strange as it may sound.
My thanks.
Bon, ça va dans des ruines.
I would do anything for the dame. Anything. Be sure and tell her, won't you, that I was helpful. I mean, most helpful.
Bon, ben, on va aller visiter des ruines, ça a l'air. C'est-à-dire, toi?
You are fortunate to have fallen into the dame's good graces, but her influence wanes the further you stray from Northreach. Remember that, my wayward lamb.
Ouais. J'ai besoin d'un prêtre, j'irai te voir. Bon.
It smells of death here, Torbu.
Hey, des pattes.
We can't let them get any closer to the village.
Hi, je te l'ai kické, celle-là. Tiens, mange du feu. Il l'a pas tué encore? Tiens, il est mort. Ouais, les pattes de même sont pas bien beaux. Ils ont pas l'air d'avoir bien du poil.
Damn it all. Bodies. A man and a woman.
Je pense qu'ils se sont fait tuer.
Well, the wolves have been busy. But the blood is long dry.
Un peigne. Tu veux-tu un peigne pour tes cheveux?
So it is you, Tatienne.
If that's true, then the body next to hers will be Yannick's. The girl Yannick went off to see every night. You said her name was Tatienne.
Did you follow me?
No, why would I do that? Unless you think I'd have good reason to. But no. I was sent to find Yannick. By the looks of things, I have.
We both found who we were searching for.
Nah, he was a jealous sod. Couldn't stand the thought of his woman with someone else. Then one day he sees her with a new comb. Thinks she's got herself a new gallant. Tells the garrison he's going to find the man and kill him. We know it's all talk, but then he disappears off to Moor for some dealings and doesn't come back.
If you mean this comb, it was a gift from the dame.
If only Yannick had bothered to ask, eh? He might not be rotting on a hill.
Jaloux, puis pas à peu près.
Something else. He stole the old comb and bought her a new one in the hope they'd wed.
Wed? Where would they have gone? Certainly not back to Northreach with a dame waiting. And we all know what happens to deserters. Tell the dame I'm sorry for her loss. When the lads come to collect Yannick's body, I'll see that Tatienne is delivered to the Vale.
Is that wise?
Oh, there won't be any covering up this mess. The most we can hope for is that the dame doesn't hold it against us. Speaking of which, I saw her in Moor just now. Could you tell
on va la voir.
Might sound better coming from you.
I need to tell Isabel. Perhaps the comb will give her something to remember Tatienne by.
Ouais, des singes, c'est vrai que c'est pas très attrayant. À part Funky Kong. Parce que lui, il est cool.
Weren't expecting any new branded until the new moon.
If it was a message that needed delivering, I could have seen to it, milady.
You are still in one piece, I see. You will be pleased to hear that your companions have arrived. They said they would meet you at a little chapel to the east of here.
Thank you, but you needn't have come all this way just to tell me.
Même Funky Kong. Ok.
I was on my way to see you.
You found her then?
Oh. Vas-tu te mettre à pleurer?
I see. My dear Tatienne. It is by no means uncommon for a client to fall for a courtesan. Especially a client who's young and far from home. But rarely do such tales have happy endings.
I found this with Tatienne. I believe it was yours.
Thank you for returning it.
Mm-hmm.
I shall see that it has a place on her pyre.
Ouais, je suis quasiment riche, je vais pouvoir m'acheter une toune. Oh, un level up. Nice. Level up pour avoir fait rien.
Before you do, I have one last gift. A token of my thanks. The Vale counts among its patrons several high-ranking officers of the Imperial Army. According to one of the looser-tongued gentlemen, it would appear that the legions are planning to march south.
Or to mention the same thing.
But did he mention that it was all of the legions? This is no mere skirmish. Were I to guess, I'd say the Emperor planned to abandon the capital. But that couldn't possibly be true now, could it? Take care, Clive.
I will. And thank you again.
Bon, ben, on va retourner. Ah, on va aller à la chapelle. Ouais, le prêtre, tu m'accompagnes-tu? Hein? Ça sert à rien de se faire accompagner par un prêtre. Deux piastres. Hey, 2 piastres. J'avais raison. Open. Oups. J'ai oublié de tenir le piton. J'aime ça la résistance sur le piton, c'est drôle.
Any trouble on the way?
None worth mentioning.
As I was telling Jill, it's worse than I thought. The capital's crawling with soldiers.
And here I am, the deserter come home.
Which is why we'll be taking the back door.
C'est le château de Dracula. La manière qui est faite, là. On dirait le château de Dracula dans Castlevania. Excusez. Final Castlevania 16, ouais. Si seulement. Ouais.
Cheer up, you two. I think it was a safer place in the Empire than brothel.
Really? Doesn't seem very private.
Why? Bye-bye.
So then, how do we proceed?
We'll be using the glass gate. Tonight, just after sunset.
Where the shards are loaded for transport. That is one of the most heavily guarded points in all of Sambrek.
But not the most, which is a start. Besides, I know a shortcut straight to the heart.
A shortcut?
On aime ça, des shortcuts.
How exactly did you come to know about this fatal chink in the Empire's armor?
Let's just say I may have attempted something similar before. And may have ended up running for dear life after being discovered by Bahamut, but that's not important.
Sid, if the Mother Crystals truly are the cause of the Blight...
If? You wound me, Jill.
What I'm trying to say is, if the powers that be know all of this, why do they sit idle and allow it to continue?
In case you haven't noticed, the God-fearing people of this realm and their pious leaders care for but one thing, themselves. And they'll do whatever it takes to hold on to power. The rest of us are just a means to an end. The moment you raise your voice against them, you're decried as an outlaw, clapped in irons and slung in a cell to rot.
An outlaw.
Whoever controls the crystals controls the realm. But our kind can wield magic without them. To our rulers, we must seem the most convenient of tools. And the most dangerous.
But what makes them think they have the right to use us?
To leave us to die when our bodies are spent.
Does a nobleman weep for a broken mug? A torn tunic?
No.
Our fate means nothing to them. No. This isn't a battle you can win with words. Believe me, I've tried, but nothing ever gets through. The world is simply not ready to listen. So to hell with talking. If they won't give us a say, we'll decide our fates another way.
La guerre, la bataille.
To bring an end to all this. Can you?
I can't. But what of all the people you mean to rob of their comforts? Are you happy for them to call you outlaw?
Sid the outlaw. Aye, that'll do me.
Ça sonne bien.
You might at least pretend to take this seriously.
Have a little faith, Jill. Even if you don't think much of my choice of digs. If it means my deeds will be remembered, I'll gladly play the role of villain. But first, we have a gate to crash. And once we're in, there'll be no turning back.
Ça manque de boules de neige pour ça.
Ready. The world won't save itself.
Grosse bataille de boules de neige. Bon, fait qu'on est rendu là. Il n'y a pas d'autres quests. Quand même pas peur de le château. Pour une fois, laisse faire. Toi un chien. Ouais. Ouais, là, j'ai comme pas le choix de rentrer à quelque part. Nearby quest, il y a rien pantoute. Parce que là, je pensais peut-être arrêter. Parce qu'il faut quand même que je me lève genre à 6h15 le matin. Ça arrive vite. Hey, merci Brony pour les 100 bits. Faudrait bien que je trouve de quoi pour cette alerte-là. Go dodo. On va aller saver de bord. On va aller là, puis on va aller saver. Je sais pas qu'est-ce qu'il y a là, mais on va aller voir. On va aller ramasser ça. Là. Puis hydrate-toi. Ouais. Potion. Stop. Ooh. Upgrades. Ça, il y a Joe Boot. Lequel je voulais booster? C'était lui, je pense. Il est à 1000. Ça, c'est pas pire pour monter lui. Tu peux pas te le re-redeem. Oh. Ah, Brony vient de le faire pour toi, là. T'es correct. Je pense que j'ai savé 3 fois. Ça devrait être pas pire, ça. Attends, on va faire le redeem, puis après ça, on va se trouver quelqu'un ready. Ben, merci Brony pour les bits. Bien apprécié. Toujours le fun. Bon. Acid point de chaîne 909 gorgées. Fuck, il va falloir que je remonte ça. On va-tu raider perso avec Saphira qui est en ligne. On va aller raider Saphira. Je sais pas qu'est-ce qu'elle fait là, mais on va aller la raider. À moins qu'elle arrête là. Raid? Non, pas de même, de même. Je sais plus comment Twitch marche, ça va pas bien. Ça, puis... Hey, ça fait plaisir pour le stream. Merci d'avoir été là, puis d'avoir jasé un peu. On va essayer de continuer ça, je sais pas quand. Faut que je trouve un trou. Fait que c'est ça. On va aller raider Saphira, qui joue à Sea of Stars. Puis merci tout le monde d'avoir été là, puis on va se revoir je sais pas quand. Fait que j'ai un trou. Samedi, j'ai de quoi, fait que peut-être dimanche soir. Sinon, ça va aller la semaine prochaine. Fait que c'est cela. Fait que bonne soirée tout le monde et à la prochaine. Bonne nuit.